Good morning. I am Interim Provost Andy Runquist, and also a proud dad. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Commencement Ceremony for Hamline University. As we begin our time together today, I will read the Land Acknowledgement Statement. Hamline University acknowledges that the land on which we gather and refer to as Minnesota is the traditional and unceded territory of the Dakota and Ojibwe. Minnesota comes from the Dakota name for this region, Minnesote-Makoche, the land where the waters reflect the skies. We pay respect to the citizens of not only those tribes, but others as well, both past and present, and their continuing relationship to their ancestral lands. Making this recognition expresses gratitude and appreciation to those whose territory we reside on and honors the indigenous people who have been existing with and on the land from time immemorial. This long-standing history is significant, as land acknowledgements do not exist in past tense or historical context. Colonialism, appropriation, and genocide have relevant, real-time realities. We need to build mindfulness regarding the source of our present land privilege, understand the long-standing history from which it comes, and seek to reconcile our place within both. Hamline, as an institution and community, will hold itself accountable as an Indigenous partner by working stridently to amplify, address, and center the historical and contemporary injustices that continue to impact Indigenous people, individually, systemically, and structurally. I now invite University Chaplain Kelly Figueroa Ray to come to the podium to give the invocation.
Please stand as you are able. As we begin this time together, let us all pause for a moment to reflect on the joy of this momentous occasion. We are grateful to be here together to recognize, celebrate, and give thanks for each and every one of you, our 2024 Hamline University graduates. For those who desire, would you please join me in prayer? God, we come before you today in gratitude, wonder, and joy, and we've come to seek your blessing. Before me now are many students whose 2020 high school graduation was unable to be held in person. These students who began their college career online and had to adjust to college life in such a different way than had ever been experienced before. The grit, perseverance, ingenuity, and resilience of these students and the faculty and staff who taught and supported them was tested over and over. Among the graduates here that I especially want to lift up are those who worked to expand the reach of the Food Resource Center, or the FRC, which grew during the past 4 years, increased food access for many, including students, staff, faculty, and community members. Pipers caring for pipers, pipers caring for community. The growth and institutionalization of the FRC is part of the legacy of this graduating class, and we give thanks for their work and promise to follow in their footsteps to continue to increase food access and access to basic needs for everyone on campus in the coming years. This is just one example of the impact that this graduating class of 2024 has made on our Hamline community. There are so many more. But we also know that this is just the beginning of this class of students' impact on the world. Hamline, at its core, works to equip students to be leaders who will shape our society and the world for the flourishing of all. And here before me, these future leaders stand. In business, athletics, humanities, law, social justice, social change, public policy, STEM. We give thanks for and celebrate each and every one of them and the futures that are before them. Let each one know that this moment of recognition is well-deserved. Let each one know they are enough. Let each one know they deserve to be here and to be showered with all the honor and grace that this day signifies. Amen. Please be seated.
I'm pleased that President Faynice Miller joins us today. She has taken time from her sabbatical to be here for commencement. I'd like to take a moment to recognize members of the Board of Trustees. Will you please stand as you're able? A few numbers about the class of 2024. More than half have earned Latin honors. 40% of the class of 2024 is first generation. "36% are students of color, one of the most diverse classes we've had in recent years. There are also several groups of graduates I'd like to recognize. First are the students whose academic achievements have been exceptional. If you are graduating with Latin honors, departmental honors, university honors, or were inducted into Phi Beta Kappa or another national honor society, would you please stand as you are able and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Hamline has a long tradition of legacy families. In our ceremony today, those students wearing a burgundy and gray cord have a parent, grandparent, spouse, sibling, or children who also graduated from Hamline. With those legacy graduates and their families, please stand as you are able to be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. At Hamline, we are firmly committed to supporting those who are the first in their family to complete college. If you are a first-generation student graduating today, would you please stand as you are able and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. We would like to recognize the graduates who are also veterans. Please stand as you are able and be recognized not only for your achievement today, but for your service to our country. Thank you. Please be seated. Last, but certainly not least, please stand as you are able if you are a graduate. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, I would like to ask Ellen Waters, Chair of our Board of Trustees, to bring greetings on their behalf.
Thank you, Interim Provost Rehnquist. Hello, good morning, welcome. It's wonderful to see all of you here. What a day. It is a beautiful day in May in Minnesota, and it is a really beautiful day looking at these graduates. Congratulations to all of you. I'd like to greet as well Acting Interim President Murray, President Miller, my fellow trustees, faculty, staff, parents, guests, and graduating students. I'm pleased to be with you today in my role as chair of the Board of Trustees of Hamline University. Welcome again. We hope you will have a fantastic day. We're going to celebrate today. We're going to celebrate the folks right here in front of me. And I want to also note that we want to celebrate all of you in the audience, the family, members, and friends who have helped get these graduates to this day. Thank you for the support you have provided to these graduates. Without that, their path to this day would have been even more challenging. As Chaplain Kelly said, while all graduation ceremonies are a time to celebrate and to look back on the Hamline experience and anticipate the next chapter of the lives of our graduates, today deserves special recognition. You all have been through a lot for the last few years. An unprecedented global pandemic, long overdue racial reckoning, global economic and political upheavals and war, and closer to home, a lot of focus on Hamline. But throughout all of that, you have persevered. You have shown great resilience, and you have demonstrated commitment to building your own future and building a better future for all of us, a better world. As Pipers, I know you will all contribute to changing the world as artists, writers, scientists, managers, researchers, doctors, clergy, as truth tellers, as courageous voices. Your Hamline experience will help you create a future for yourself that is without compromise. You will also shape our common world. You take with you from Hamline the values of service, compassion, leadership, and scholarship that you've learned here as your guiding principles. Now, having said all of that, I know you probably won't remember too many of the great words that are spoken today. But do remember this, that on this beautiful day in May 2024, you were celebrated. You were celebrated for being Pipers, for having achieved an incredible college education and experience. Thank you, and we will celebrate you today. Thank you.
Will the following people please join me on stage? Jennifer Martinez Badillo, Fatima Mohammed, and Mohammed Shukri. Good morning, everyone. I'm Patty Kirsten, the Dean of Students. The John Wesley Leadership and Service Awards were established by the Board of Trustees to recognize those students, staff, and faculty whose leadership and service to others and to the Hamline community best exemplifies the spirit of the Methodist founder, John Wesley, to do all of the good that you can. These are the university's most prestigious awards. This is why we present these awards at commencement and have asked former recipients to wear their medallions to the commencement ceremony. Please turn to page 27 through 29 in your program to read information about each one of our award recipients. Presenting the awards today is Ellen Waters, the chair of the Board of Trustees. We do have a number of award recipients this year. And at this ceremony, we will be presenting to all of our students, and later during the 1:30 ceremony to our faculty and staff. I do ask if you could please hold your applause as I introduce all of our recipients. Our first recipient is Jennifer Martinez Badillo. And if you want to go over here, Jennifer, and have receive your degree, yes. Jennifer is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Global Studies and minors in Education and Psychology. Our second recipient is Fatima Mohammed. She is graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Marketing and a minor in Accounting. And our third recipient is Mohammed Shukri, is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Global Studies and minors in Legal Studies and Political Science. Please, if you could all help me in congratulating all of our student recipients.
If it is indeed true that, as Frederick Douglass wrote, if there is no struggle, there is no progress, our honorary degree recipient can lay claim to having fulfilled both sides of that famous quotation. William Kent Kruger is no stranger to struggle. While at Stanford University, he was forced to leave for radical protest activities. A native of the Northwest, he tried his hand at a variety of occupations, learning the small and large lessons that often define the life of the writer, until settling in St. Paul and working at the University of Minnesota. His rich personal history has resulted in a series of extraordinary books. His Cork O'Connor mystery series, set in a fictional county in northern Minnesota, has graced the New York Times bestseller lists on numerous occasions. His protagonist is of mixed race ancestry, Irish American and Ojibwe, and his creator's love of a good story places him in truly memorable situations and positions. The Minneapolis Star-Tribune wrote that his works are to be cherished. And as a now famous author who was not first published until he was nearly 50 years of age, he also shows how the passage of time often makes our words better, our experiences richer, and those things we share with others more profound. He has won the Edgar Award, the Anthony Award, the Minnesota Book Award, the Loft McKnight Fiction Award, and the Friends of American Writers Prize. You can find him, or at least you could before COVID, doing all of his writing in St. Paul coffee shops, a truly unique way to advance his art in a profession often dominated by those who work in solitude. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Hamline's 2024 honorary degree recipient, William Kent Kruger. Therefore, by the powers vested in me by the Hamline University Board of Trustees, I present to you, William Kent Kruger, the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining on this 11th day of May, 2024. Please join me in recognizing our honorary degree recipient.
Thank you very much. And that was lovely. Good morning. Thank you. What a pleasure it is to be here this morning to speak to you, to the students who are wrapping up their final years as Hamline University undergraduates. Now, some of you may not know this, but I'm a member of the Hamline Church congregation, which is across the street from Hamline University, and I head up the brick oven team. We have a brick oven on our front lawn, and over the years, we have baked pizza and bagels and donuts, and it's always been such a pleasure to see that the aromas from those wonderful baking things have brought students over to our side of the street. I have always appreciated that you joined us for these shared meals, and I just want to say, you're welcome. So I'm a storyteller, and what I'm going to do today is tell you some stories. First story is about me. All my favorite stories are about me. But first, a confession that may surprise some of you. I never graduated from college. Until this morning, I didn't have a diploma. And here's the reason. I matriculated at Stanford University in the fall of 1969. This was when the United States was deeply involved in the war in Vietnam, a situation that so drastically divided our nation. Stanford had an association with an organization called the Stanford Research Institute, or SRI. SRI's primary source of income, at least at that point in history, was research into military weaponry. There were a lot of us at Stanford who felt that was an inappropriate relationship for an institution like Stanford to maintain, particularly at that point in time. So we petitioned the Board of Trustees to sever that relationship. We petitioned the administration. We marched. We demonstrated. But nobody listened to us because, of course, there were huge sums of money involved. Finally, in frustration, one afternoon, a group of us marched into the administration building and took it over. The president, a very reasonable guy named Richard Lyman, said, "I'm not going to give you any problem." He vacated the building, and we peacefully occupied it. That night, we invited a band to come in, and we held a dance where typically students would have been registering for their classes. The band came in about 8. About midnight, they packed up and left. And those of us who were going to occupy the building rolled out our sleeping bags and went to sleep. Huge tactical error. Because at 1 a.m., the Palo Alto riot squad in full riot gear swept through and arrested many of us. I was on a full scholarship. The scholarship evaporated, and at the end of the year, I had to leave the university. I never went back to college in any concerted way. But you know, a number of wonderful things came from that experience. First of all, I met the woman who for the last 50 years has been my wife. Honestly, second, I have always found it far more interesting to tell folks that I was kicked out of Stanford than that I actually graduated from the place. And third, it launched me in so many ways on my journey to becoming a writer. As I said, I never did return to college in any concerted way. Instead, for several years, I worked construction or other manual labor jobs, and in the process, I met the kinds of men and women I would never have met in college, who taught me the kinds of things I would never have learned in a textbook. I got married, I began to raise a family, but every morning before the sun was up, before my wife and my children awakened, I wrote. Every morning, 7 days a week. And finally, at age 48, I published my first novel. Well, thank you. Not having a degree has been a challenge for me on occasion. But what story is any good without challenges, without obstacles? Isn't that what the best stories are about, overcoming the odds? Isn't that what every heroic tale embraces? So I'm a storyteller now, and the story I've told you about Stanford is only one of the chapters in my whole life story, only one of the challenges that I faced. In the same way, your time at Hamline University and what you've accomplished here is only one chapter in the story of your life, only one part of a journey with so much still ahead of you, a journey whose twists and turns you can't even begin to imagine yet. You too will face challenges, obstacles. They may come in the form of prejudice, racial, gender, age, ethnic, religion. They may come in the form of unexpected illness. They may come from economic circumstances over which you have no control. In fact, they may come from your own self-doubt as you begin to realize how little control any of us have when we're abroad in the world. In my opinion, there's only one thing to do when this happens. Embrace the challenge. Gird your loins and face the obstacles as all heroes and heroines have faced them in great stories. In fact, take inspiration from these great stories. I'm going to tell you a story now about inspiration, one my father told me when I was a kid and I've never forgotten. It's the story of Robert the Bruce and the persistent little spider. If you don't know the story, here's the gist of it. Robert the Bruce ascended to the Scottish throne in, I believe it was 1306. This was back when Scotland was still under the tyrannical thumb of English rule, and Scotland had been trying to free themselves from England forever. If you ever saw that Mel Gibson movie Braveheart, it's the story of William Wallace, who fought for Scottish independence. And if you saw that movie, you know how disastrously that ended for William Wallace. And after Wallace fails and Robert the Bruce ascends to the Scottish throne, he takes up the battle for Scottish independence. And twice he leads his army into the field against the English, and twice he's defeated. After that second defeat, he takes for the hills with the English hot on his trail. And Robert the Bruce, one night, so the story goes, seeks shelter in an abandoned cottage. While he's there licking his wounds and resting up and trying to figure out what the hell he's going to do next, he happens to look up into the rafters above him, where he sees a spider. What the spider is trying to do is cast a thread from one rafter to the next to form the foundation for the web it wants to spin. And 6 times that spider casts its thread, and 6 times that spider fails. But on the 7th cast it succeeds and begins to spin a beautiful web. And Robert the Bruce, so the story goes, taking inspiration from that little spider, decides one more time he will lead his army into the field against the English. And he does, and this time he wins. He frees Scotland. It's a great story. Is it true? Who the hell cares? It's a great story with an important point at the heart of it. I can tell you some of the armies you will face: global warming, mass climate migration, war and rumors of war, the worst of the human heart on display in politics, a worldwide rising tide of repression of democracy. But the truth is, every generation faces challenges that seem overwhelming. And in every generation, heroes and heroines arise. If you still need inspiration, here's one of my favorite stories about confronting the unexpected challenges of life. A while back, there was a rather famous editor in our business, a guy named Jean-Dominique Baudet. He was editor of that high-class fashion magazine, Elle. In his mid-40s, Baudet suffered a stroke, and as a result, was faced with a situation called locked-in syndrome. It's a case where all of the muscles of your body cease to function correctly. But in Jean-Dominique Baudet's case, he could still blink his left eyelid at will. Using a system that was designed to coordinate a specific configuration of eye blinks with a particular letter, Baudet, across the last 2 years of his life, letter by letter, blink by blink, wrote a book. It's called The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. 2 months after the book was published, Baudet passed away. I mean, Jesus, this guy faced incredible challenges, and yet he found a way to write the final remarkable chapter of his life. I'm going to draw my remarks to a close with one more story, a favorite of mine, even though it's not about me. It's one you're probably familiar with, but I think on this particular day, under these particular circumstances, it bears repeating. It's the story of 2 iconic heroines. On June 27, 1880, a daughter was born to a well-to-do Alabama family. At age 19 months, she suffered an illness that left her blind and deaf. Imagine the isolation, the confusion, the challenges in a world where you can neither see nor hear. By all accounts, this girl in her early years behaved in ways that would have repelled most of us. But at age 7, a young woman arrived to teach her, a woman who was herself visually impaired. Her young pupil proved to be a challenge, enormous challenge, not comprehending at all the connection between the signs that she was being taught and the things they represented. Imagine the frustration on both sides of this relationship. In fact, if you believe the story, there was often a physical battle between the two. But eventually, the teacher succeeded, and this young girl finally grasped the connection between the sign language and all of the rest of the world, which opened up to Helen Keller an entire universe. And Helen Keller went on to become one of the world's most iconic representatives of overcoming adversity. All this thanks to a teacher who refused to give up, a teacher named Anne Sullivan. Most of you come from good families, have had a good life, have just received the best of educations. Although what I'm about to say is probably going to sound strange, I hope the road ahead of you is filled with great challenge. I hope you encounter frightening obstacles. I hope you're forced to battle adversity, because it's only through struggle that we become stronger. It's only when we ourselves have struggled that we become sensitive to the struggle of others and compassionate in our response. On behalf of my own generation, let me say we believe profoundly you have the inner strength to succeed. This is important because we look to you to be our next generation of heroes and heroines. We look to you to be the ones whose stories inspire those who come after you. So go forth from today and write the next chapter in the story of your life. Go forth and meet your challenges with a courageous heart. Go forth, you brave souls, and change the world. Thank you very much.
Just get to the right page. Almost there. There we go. Uriel Cruz Rojas, will you please come forward? As you'll see in the program on page 9, Uriel is one of our 2 seniors chosen to speak at commencement this year. Uriel has been involved as much as one could be at Hamline, growing with and adding to our community through his academic talent and leadership. Please welcome him.
One of the marvelous things about community is that it enables us to welcome and help people in ways we couldn't as individuals. When we pool our strength and share the work and the responsibility, we can welcome so many people, even those in deep distress, and perhaps help them find self-confidence and inner healing. Hello, class of 2024. To all of us, I'm applauding to say congratulations on officially graduating once again. Good morning, parents, family, friends, faculty, and administration. But most importantly, my fellow graduates. Thank you for being with us on our very special day, and it is with great honor to be able to stand in front of you all. As a first-generation graduate and a native Spanish speaker, I will incorporate Spanish as a tribute to the Hispanic and Latino families we have here today. For many, if not all, today, May 11th, 2024, seems like the end of a story, a conclusion of our hard work over the last couple years here at Hamline. But I see it as the end of one of many chapters. So, before we begin this next part of our lives, let's go back to the beginning of this roller coaster of a chapter. Our chapter, our class, has undoubtedly been through many chaotic events. For example, our class took the hardest hit with COVID-19, and with that, we lost our high school senior prom, our high school graduation, and to this day have constant flashbacks of masks and Zoom. We lived through a pandemic. We lived through political actions that stripped basic human rights. We lived through an attack on youth education, and we have lived through so much more. I remember my first semester at Hamline University in the fall of 2020 when COVID-19 was at its peak. I did not know anybody except the peers in my classes who I did not communicate with as much or at all, as a matter of fact, since I only saw them online. I would spend my time in the Commuters Lounge in West Hall, isolated from the rest of Hamline. It was just me, my computer, and my music with artists such as Juan Gabriel, Daddy Yankee, Bad Bunny, and artists alike. The first two communities that I joined came along when I declared my majors. In the spring of 2021, I declared Spanish as my primary major and education as my co-major. Since these were small departments compared to others, I was presented to smaller communities where I met my peers who later became my dear friends. Fall semester of 2021, I changed my routine. I started spending more time in Anderson Center, and that's when I started noticing the bigger communities that Hamline had to offer. As time passed, I realized that I wanted to be a part of a bigger community, and so I did when I took the lead role as secretary for HALO, currently known as Hamline Unidos. This was the third community I joined on campus. But I think the most important community I was a part of was a community I built with my friends. Like Pedro Ricardo Drivas Ril, who was the very first friend I had on campus. Marlene Gutierrez Becerra, who taught me that embracing your unique quirks and being yourself is not just okay, it's wonderful. Fernanda Martinez, who taught me consistency is the key to success. Katy Moreno Lopez, who always knew the right words to say and the right actions to take. Brendy Sanchez Dominguez, who taught me the willingness to overcome obstacles. Emily Quintero Silverio, who taught me to face the day with a positive attitude and keep my shoulders held high. And Evelyn Ramirez Garcia, who taught me to live, love, and laugh. And last but not least, a mentor, a professor, a friend, Letitia Basford. However, these communities would have been impossible to be a part of if it wasn't for the supportive community I had at home, my family. So this next part will be dedicated to my parents in Spanish. So if you do not speak it, you will not understand it. Mami, papi, estoy aquí enfrente de todos ustedes sabiendo que están orgullosos de mí. Y para que sepan que todo lo que he hecho, lo he hecho por ustedes. A través de los tiempos y los tiempos difíciles y los desacuerdos, al final del día, espero que siempre sepan que todo lo que hago es para hacerlos felices porque simplemente no estar aquí sin ustedes. Dios los escogió para ser mis papás, que iluminan mi existencia. Los papás que me tomaron como su hijo, y ustedes con miles de virtudes y un corazón lleno de amor, que han sacrificado por amor demasiado en su vida. Hoy los veo, en su mirada veo calidez, amor y una lealtad enorme. Mis papás, ustedes son mi bendición, son guerreros en toda la extensión de la palabra. Son gentes trabajadoras, valientes y esforzados. A ustedes, mis queridos papás, les digo que los amo y le agradezco a Dios por darme el privilegio de llamarlos mi mami y mi papi. What I am expressing to all of you is that even while facing tough times and being forced apart, we found a way to each other and build a community strong enough to overcome what could only be described as the best, worst thing that had happened to any of us. A community built and founded on acceptance, kinship, and shared experiences. As a first-generation Mexican immigrant who is also part of the LGBTQI+ community, I knew that Hamline would provide a safe space for me and accept me for who I am. Hamline recognizes that identities can intersect and can change how we experience the world. What we have learned these last 4 years at Hamline will guide us as we walk out of these doors and begin this new chapter of our lives. We recognize that we would not have made it on our own. This milestone is a reflection of our hard work, and dedication brought on not only by us, but by our families, our friends, our peers, and those that inspire us. Acknowledging it is not just about individual achievement, but rather about opening doors for future generations. We walk out of these doors, these doors with the exit sign right above them, loud and proud of what we become and what is yet to come. We have worked, we have struggled, and we have succeeded after countless sleepless nights, persevering through many challenges and rose to the occasion. On this day of celebration, after years of hard work, we know that we have made it. We await the opportunities that are yet to come. So this next part, I want the whole class of 2024 to read it aloud with me. As our dear friend John Wesley once said, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. Because we, one day, will replace the people in power sooner than they think. And when we do, and when we get into those seats, we'll fix all of the doings. It does not matter your fields. It does not matter your passions. The only way there's a future for any of us is if we gather together to make a better community, because we take the lead. Thank you. And hopefully I get to see your next chapter. And once again, congratulations, class of 2024. Oh, hold on. Before I leave, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers we have here, and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Uriel. Congratulations, Hamline class of 2024. You look beautiful. This entire assembly is amazing after what all of us have been through over the last 4 years. I'm thrilled to be able to be here with all of you to celebrate your accomplishments throughout your Hamline careers. You've worked very hard to reach this day, and you deserve to celebrate. I'm very pleased that President Fanice Miller has made the trip to share this celebration with all of us. President Miller has served Hamline for more than 8 years, welcoming all of you to this institution and guiding you through and beyond COVID. She led the university's most recent comprehensive fundraising campaign, leaving Hamline's endowment in a much stronger position when she retires this summer. Thank you, President Miller, for taking time away from your sabbatical to be with us today. Now, graduates, before you walk across this platform and receive your diploma, I hope you will join me in thanking some very special people who join you for this celebration today, whether physically or virtually. Class of 2024, please stand. It's always good to stand in the middle of this, right? So, first, please turn to your parents, step-parents, grandparents, siblings, and other family members and friends who supported you through this journey. I know you will thank them personally later, but let's show them now our collective gratitude for all they have done. Your most important guides during this time at Hamline have been the members of the faculty. They have challenged you, propped you up, nourished you both physically and mentally, and put their hearts, minds, and souls into teaching you. Please turn toward your faculty and join me in thanking them. And last but certainly not least, there are the people who helped you to flourish in your life beyond the classroom, the Hamline staff, who understand that student learning is at the core of all they do and who do that work exceptionally well. They are often on the front lines as you confront everyday challenges. They surround us today, so please join me in thanking our staff. And now you may be seated. Today's commencement is both an ending and a beginning for you who are members of the class of 2024. Everyone who speaks with you today feels obliged to give you some sort of charge, some advice as you move into the next great adventure in your lives, and I am no exception. Dr. Kruger advises you to embrace the challenges, even the ones that seem overwhelming. Gird your loins and face the obstacles in the way all heroes and heroines of great stories do. Uriel encourages you to live, laugh, and love within community, making each of your communities better. And I want to talk to you about three quick things. One I hope you will continue to pursue, one I hope you will try to avoid, and one that I think helps hold everything else together. I urge you to continue to develop your capacity for empathy, for the ability to understand, even to share the feelings of others, to experience life as if you were standing in someone else's shoes. I hope that many of your experiences at Hamline have helped you to build this capacity as you have lived and learned with people from different parts of the country and world, different racial and ethnic groups, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different political and religious views. William Sloane Coffin, who is a civil rights activist and a good friend of mine, defined the root of evil as the absence of imaginative empathy for others. Our ability collectively to make the world a better place depends, at least in part, on having the courage to combat evil by displaying imaginative empathy. Now, the attitude that I encourage you to try to avoid is cynicism, which derives from a belief that people are generally dishonest and motivated solely by self-interest. I work hard, even if I'm not always successful, to base my work on the assumption that people are looking out for the best interests of others, and I hope people will give me the same benefit. H.L. Mencken famously said, "A cynic is a man who, when he smells flowers, looks around for a coffin." I hope you will look for beautiful flowers instead. Finally, we've done our part to prepare you for the complicated world in which you will live, for the difficult dialogues in which you must engage. I encourage you to maintain a generosity of spirit toward others, recognizing that we all make mistakes and allowing each other the opportunity to acknowledge and apologize for our mistakes without coming under attack and without shutting down the dialogue. As we continue to find our voices and to engage in difficult dialogues, I hope we will model empathy, grace, and respect. No matter what you choose to do next, take with you the words of Martin Luther King Jr. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you will win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Congratulations and all best wishes, Hamline University class of 2024.
Good morning. I'm Marcela Castejova. I serve as the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, School of Education and Leadership, and School of Business. For the College of Liberal Arts, and for the Hamline School of Education and Leadership, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science please rise as you're able. Dr. Murray? The faculty has recommended these students for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science, and the recommendation has been approved. It is my pleasure to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them their degrees. Now for the School of Business, you can sit down temporarily. For the School of Business, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration please rise as you are able. Dr. Murray, the faculty has recommended these students for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration, and the recommendation has been approved. It is my pleasure to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them their degrees. First row of graduates, will you please come forward? The rest of you may be seated.
Kalista Johanan Pugh, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Vanessa Bush, Bachelor of Science. Olivia Ruth Zudan Sheffer, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Natalie John Sinford, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Indigo Rowland, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Maitland Isabella Luxon, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Elena Drake, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Elizabeth Liu, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Cassandra Ruth Strait, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Anya Flynn, Bachelor of Arts. Charlie Ranquest, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Charlie's diploma is being presented by his father, Provost Andy Ranquest. Elizabeth Slostad, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Hannah Arland, Bachelor of Arts. Katrina Marie St. Clair, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Abby Barsdorf, Bachelor of Business Administration. Allison Thompson, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Talia Schultz, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Travis Matthews, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Colin Greenstick, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Goodman, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts, summa cum laude. August Crane, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Logan Johnson, Bachelor of Arts. Catherine Robinson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Josiah Wiest, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. And Alicia Wheeler O'Connor, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude. Tessa Radonda, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Lena Hooper, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Grace Mammy, Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer Martinez Badillo, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Cesar Alejandro Esteban Perez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Mirka Sanchez Zambrano, Bachelor of Business Administration. Emma Mo, Bachelor of Arts, University Honors. Annalisa Aragon, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Mijana O, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Madeline Swanson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Justine Genevieve Case, Bachelor of Fine Arts. Kendra Haslow, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Hope Shira, Bachelor of Arts. Caitlin Morris, Bachelor of Arts. Michael Finch, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Genevieve Billet, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Madine DePaul, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Elizabeth Pira, Bachelor of Arts. Aurora Anderson, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Joshua Carey, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Colin Schultz, Bachelor of Business Administration. Emerson Oliver Miller, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Braden Borner, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Molly Alexis Hoff, Bachelor of Arts, University Honors, summa cum laude, with distinction in Criminology and Criminal Justice and Spanish. Becca Osana, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Adriana Villi, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Libby Haskett Roberdeau, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Caledonia Norton, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Liam Gerald Schwartz, Bachelor of Arts, University Honors, summa cum laude, with distinction in Sociology. Eric Meisenberg, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Peter Drivos, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude.
Yes, sir.
Isaac Mori Ali, Bachelor of Science. Sagid Becker, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Mohammed Hagir Shukri, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Hoda M. Mohammed, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Fatuma Mohammed, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Ben Rosenberg, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Lydia Meyer, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Catherine Salas, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sabine Benda, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Josh Sadarsky, Bachelor of Science, University Honors, summa cum laude. Kozari, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Alexandra Gabriel K. Sharik, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Max Wright Nowar, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Catherine Galilea Moreno Lopez, Bachelor of Business Administration. Jaime Hernandez Portillo, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Marina Lanchava, Bachelor of Business Administration, summa cum laude. Fernanda Martinez, Bachelor of Business Administration. Saidi Berlin, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Taylor Faith Atkins, Bachelor of Arts. Brandy Sanchez Dominguez, Bachelor of Arts. Naya Sain, Bachelor of Arts. Emily Quintero Silverio, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Hui Lee, Bachelor of Fine Arts, magna cum laude. Cody Olson, Bachelor of Fine Arts, magna cum laude. Fuad Farah Mahamud, Bachelor of Fine Arts. John Abt, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Hallie Arnson, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Isaac Barron, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Brady Shane Bennett, Bachelor of Arts. Oh. Okay, focus. Warren Besmer, Bachelor of Arts. Nathaniel William Werner Brailsford, Bachelor of Arts.
All right. Lily Evelyn Castle, Bachelor of Arts. Ki Chang, Bachelor of Arts. Searing Kopel, Bachelor of Arts. Emma Louisa Lorraine Coppola, Bachelor of Arts. Natalia Marie Cortez Vasquez, Bachelor of Arts. Jake Cunningham, Bachelor of Arts. Maya Doherty, Bachelor of Arts. Jonathan Donovan, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michael Christopher Engel, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Lily Fox, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Claire Bronwen Foy, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Carmen Garcia, Bachelor of Arts. Corey Graves, Bachelor of Arts.
Zachary Greibel, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Jessica Hall, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sophia Helen Haman, Bachelor of Arts. Mercedes Lynn Hamilton, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Austin Harris, Bachelor of Arts. Alison Hearn, Bachelor of Science. Cole Hedquist, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. George D. Hubbard, Bachelor of Fine Arts. Noah R. Hickman, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kennedy C. Yankee, Bachelor of Arts. Luke C. Johnson, Bachelor of Arts. Uriel Cruz Rojas, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Braden Johnson, Bachelor of Business Administration. Elizabeth Johnson, Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer Juarez Cano, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Samuel Abera Kendrick, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Carter Keenholz, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Stephen Harvey Lawver, Bachelor of Arts. Arnie Lowe, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Carter J. Lund, Bachelor of Science. Alyssa Marlon Matamoros, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Gurmawi Melake, Bachelor of Business Administration. Molly Myers, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Gabino Mesa Ortiz, Bachelor of Business Administration. Evan Miller, Bachelor of Arts. Jocelyn Mochino, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jessica Montez Lopez, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Heather Jolien Montoya, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Nana Myers, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Tate Nelson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Zoe Peterson, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Malia Janae Peterson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Caitlin M. Purdom, Bachelor of Fine Arts. Alex Reed, Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude.
The last name's pronounced Regan, just an FYI.
Thank you. Cameron M. Regan, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Kira Elizabeth Richardson, Bachelor of Arts. Kirsten Rothenberger, Bachelor of Science. Caitlin Louise Rowan, Bachelor of Arts. Skylar Rush, Bachelor of Business Administration. Vashtea Davi Sunichara, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Cassandra Santana Gavilan, Bachelor of Arts. Kyla Ray Schiller, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Minjae Shou, Bachelor of Arts. Martha Seymour, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sarah Silver, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brianna E. Spear, Bachelor of Arts. Abby Marie Sundich, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Lillian Tao, Bachelor of Business Administration. Joshua Vang, Bachelor of Arts. Kirsten Linnea Wagner, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sophia Wall, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kivi Wicks, Bachelor of Fine Arts, cum laude. Isabel Wenner, Bachelor of Arts. Diamond Wilson, Bachelor of Business Administration. Mackenzie Whitkopf, Bachelor of Arts. Carol E. Wood, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Gracie Bond, Bachelor of Business Administration. Boaline Clayton B., Bachelor of Business Administration. Kiana Sage Island, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Evelyn Ramirez Garcia, Bachelor of Science. Davita Lee, Bachelor of Science. Marlene Gutierrez Becerra, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Tanya John Barakat, Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Mac Enlow, Bachelor of Business Administration. Chloe Cuchera, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Annika Rose McClintock, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Taylor Lander, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude.
Will the candidates in the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Business Administration please rise as you are able? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with the authority vested in me as acting interim president by the trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. You may move your tassels from the left side to the right side. And you may be seated. Before we end, I want to remind you once again of the words of John Wesley. You've already heard them from Uriel. We say these words to each new class matriculating at Hamline, and it's my pleasure to say them to you again on your graduation day. This charge is at the heart of everything we do at Hamline University, and may these words inspire you now and in the future. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. Now that you are officially graduates, I would like to invite Heather Hammond to say a few words about being an alum.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hammond, and I'm a 2014 graduate of Hamline University. I currently serve on the Alumni Board of Directors, and on behalf of all of the fellow members, congratulations. I'm so excited to welcome you to our new graduates to the Hamline Alumni Association. Each of you have earned every moment of celebration for this academic accomplishment. Today's milestones represent countless successes, frustrations, setbacks, and breakthroughs. We celebrate you for all of your hard work and perseverance. You're now part of a community that exists to support fellow alumni and the future graduates who will be sitting in these chairs in the coming years. I know that you will enrich the Hamline alumni networks as you leave here today and embark on your journey as Piper alums. Stay in touch with each other and your Hamline community to call on each other and the Alumni Association along the way. We can't wait to see the great things you will accomplish, as if you haven't already accomplished so much. If you ever find that you need help along the way, do reach out. The Alumni Association is here for you. Again, on behalf of the entire alumni community, congratulations. We're so excited and proud to welcome you to the ranks of Hamline alumni.
Will the audience please stand as you are able for the benediction? To our guests, please stay in your places until the recessional is completed and the faculty has exited. Chaplain Kelly Figueroa Ray, would you please come forward to give the benediction?
As our ceremony comes to an end, all things are being made new. Graduates, your student journeys have come to an end. Now, as Hamline alumni, you follow in the footsteps of Hamline's and Minnesota's first college graduates in 1859, Elizabeth and Emily Soren. Remember, we will always be your Hamline community. While you face new challenges, always know we are here rooting for you, proud of what you have accomplished, and excited to see all the ways that you take the Piper spirit and care out into the world to make it a better place for all. If you ever need a reminder of how amazing you are, just come visit. This is your community, and we are always here for you. And now, God, we ask you to bless Hamline faculty, staff, administration, and the Board of Trustee members as they savor the excitement of this day and witness the fruits of their labor, passion, and care. Bless all the families, family members, friends, and support systems that have accompanied these graduates and helped them make it here today. Bless Hamline alumni who continue to walk with us and those departed who have gone before. Finally, we ask that you bless these new alumni as they join their ranks and take what they have learned to do all the good as compassionate change makers in pursuit of a better world for all. Amen.